Hi, gardening friends. This is Travis from Louisville. Come walk with me through the gardens on a late July garden tour. Sorry that this video is kind of late. I usually try to do it once a week. The one that I did earlier this week decided not to post, or it showed that it posts, but it wasn't there, so I don't know what happened to it. And then I tried to do one this morning, and the sun was just so bright, it washed everything out, so here I am now. But anyway, we are slowly but surely getting this garden bed complete. Every week I get about 10 bags of mulch, and this is as far as I got. But I just love this view of the front. There's a squirrel there. But yeah, I love this view of the front. Over the Annabelle hydrangeas and this dogwood here. Alright, so just grab some tea or a beverage of choice and walk with me through the yard. That is as much as these little guys have bloomed for me this year. They had clusters, like I said before. But they're supposed to be full of these little white flowers. Oh well, maybe next year. Limelight hydrangeas are just coming into full bloom now. I had to get Sevin Dust for the roses, so they have taken a hit by the Japanese beetles, but they'll bounce back for me. This is our third season here. So it is true what they say, the first year when you plant a garden, the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, and then the third year they leap. And they have sure done just that. Everything has filled in nicely. The limelight hydrangeas have gotten really tall. Don't really want them that tall, but don't really know when the proper time is to cut them back to where they will be shorter, but I just don't want to cut the blooms off. Blanket flower. Already the aster, purple aster, is blooming. It's actually supposed to be an autumn perennial, but the ring of Russian sage, looking pretty good. Coreopsis is still going, along with I just love Russian sage. A cottage garden, rustic garden must have. Marigolds. And then finally in the center, they have just began to bloom. I'd say they're a week or two late this year, but boy is it worth it. You just can't beat that orange. Mexican sunflower, Tithonia. Lamb's ear. I have yet to cut back the dead blooms. Blue Victoria Salvia. I know I say this every video, but just in case you forgot. Spirea. The Spirea bloomed earlier this season and now it's going into its second blooming. One of my favorite shrubs. Along with the barberry. Crepe myrtle. It's just beginning to bloom. Japanese beetles were on this too. Here's a better bloom. I love these two together, the limelight hydrangea and the crepe myrtle. There's also a nandina in here, which is kind of overgrown by the limelight. So that will be moved probably this fall out of here. Bobo hydrangea, a little bit past its prime. Russian sage. And what we've also been waiting on is these sunflowers to bloom. These are the burgundy ones. Very fall-like, very pretty. I'm happy with them. So I'll be saving the seeds on these. There's even a great big one back here. My mom said one time somebody told her that if your sunflowers face the house, it's bad luck. Has anybody ever heard that? I sure hope not. We don't need anything else going on this year. David Austin roses are blooming again. Victoria Salvia. I believe this is a Dianthus annual, and Snow in the Summer, Alyssum. I just love that. That is also a must-have. And this, when I stuck this in here, it was no bigger than this piece right here. Potager garden has given me lots of squash. Tomatoes are coming in nicely. I got a few that are red and ready to go. I got one pumpkin out of all the pumpkin plants that I planted, but one pumpkin in there. And of course the zinnias that were planted late are now blooming. Dill is kind of past its prime. Still has a nice gold color. I like it for the flower. Cucumbers are about done. I've picked almost all of the green beans. Definitely want to, you know, can them and do all of that next year. Got a watermelon in here too, but I don't think there's any fruit on it. There's the vine. Ajuga. There was like, I don't know if you guys can see how there's like 2 or 3 inches of grass there. Well, I don't weed eat, believe it or not. So I just stuck the Ajuga down here and it's filling in nice. I like it. And it's also pretty with the primrose coming through the fence over it. Sunflowers are gorgeous this year. I forget the variety of this one. I had another great big one, just as big as this, beside it. The storm come through last week and snapped it. So it was laying over on the ground. Was not too happy about that. Zinnias. Like I said, very cottagey, which is my style, which is what I like. Nothing too formal here. Alright, let's walk the backyard. Cleaned up this flower bed a bit. I don't know if you remember, but this is a peach rose that was up against the fence right there. So I decided to move it out. Hopefully it does better there. Phlox is about over with. Speedwell still giving me a little bit of color. But now the flower that is shining is the Black-Eyed Susan, or Rudbeckia. I need to plant up this old wash tub. You can see the 7 dust on here, that's what that is. Keeps the beetles off of it. That is a Rose of Sharon. I think this one's called Blushing Bride. Sorry guys, I'm swatting at the mosquitoes. Moonflower vine. When we get into August, it should have its flowers on it. Another sunflower. Another hibiscus here. I've got another one across the yard, but this one's not in bloom yet, so it should bloom later since it's in the shade. Which is okay, because once the other ones are finished up, then that one will be blooming. Let's go around the other side. This back part here is a work in progress. Can you guys see the lavender gladius? Let's get a close-up of that. I've got to make a bouquet for my stepmom that's getting married next month. And one of her colors is the lavender here. Her grandbabies are going to be in the lavender, so I really wish these guys would still be in bloom when I make her a bouquet, because that would be perfect. Alright, sorry for the bumpiness. Some daylilies still going. Daylilies are about past their prime. So is the loosestrife. And I may clean this area up a little bit. It's just, I don't know. I might take a lot of that loosestrife out of there. Autumn Joy Sedum will be blooming soon. White coneflower still looking great. There's the red hibiscus. With some sunflowers. This is a wild flower. The white, I like it. I really like white in the garden. It brightens it up. Does anybody know what this is called? Of course, we've got larkspur still looking good. So we're getting into that in-between stage of the garden. Getting closer to the end of summer. The mullein has really taken over. Grown from seed this spring under the grow lights. That seed was stolen from our local park. Blue bachelor buttons and larkspur coming up together. Calendula, the yellow. This is a type of sedum, I forget the name of course. But it looks good with the lamb's ear. I need to keep walking. Stop talking and keep walking. Turtlehead will be coming into bloom shortly. It'll be pink. Not much going on over here. Black-eyed Susans and the China or Japanese anemone will be blooming soon. It'll be pink. Well, this hibiscus has just closed up for the day. Maybe I should have taken this video earlier. Another gorgeous glad. The pink. I won't drag this video out too long. Really not much going on. Sorry for the bumpiness. Drift rose. Just getting some more buds on it. Salsa red coneflower. This is autumn clematis. Should be white. Growing on this vine that I cut down. I'm using it as a trellis. And the lollipop verbena. Well, it's not coming in very well. And Mexican sunflower again. Got 2 other plants. Those dogs sure don't like sirens. Joe Pye weed. Love Mexican sunflower. Definitely give this a try in your garden. It's great for the pollinators, the bees, the butterflies, hummingbirds. Even the birds will stop by, especially later in the fall, because they eat the seeds. So, awesome bang for your buck. Joe Pye. Alright guys, I want to thank you for tuning in this week. Sorry for the delay again. Sorry for the background noise again and my shadow. Hope everybody is having a good summer. Everybody stay safe and well. And Halloween will not be canceled here, so stay tuned for all that good stuff. Haunt projects. We will still be doing the haunted yard this year and the haunted walkthrough. So be looking for those videos and updates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.